Yeah.
Okay, I'm alright.
And action.
Hello, so I'm Donna Joseph, also known as Donna J, and I am blessed to be able to interview Donald Rice today. We're actually on set of Cream of the Crop. So I have a few questions to ask him, and I'm sure this would be very, very, very interesting. So, Donald?
Yes, appreciate that warm welcome. Y'all know what it is, Donald Rice, aka Duke Boy, you know what I mean, my interview. Donna G, we've been knowing each other for a short period of time, but it feels like an extended period. But yeah, we here. Y'all might know me as, you know, the Duke Boy Show. You might know me as rapping. You know, this is my first rodeo with the movie, and here we are. We are doing the interview, and Donna J.
Yes, so first I want to start off, I want to commend you on your determination. You came out here, you had an accident recently, he had an accident. He drove all the way over here. How long? Like about an hour?
Hour and a half. Right?
About an hour and a half. He drove over here to make it on set, and not many people would do that in his condition. So I mean, I must commend you on that, your determination. That's pure drive. Honestly speaking.
And thank you. I appreciate
Honestly
that.
speaking.
I really, really appreciate that. And yeah, I didn't. When the accident happened, I fell off my scooter. In my mind, that time when I broke my leg, I just that came to my mind with regard to filming. You know, me not being able to make it and let everybody down at the last minute. So I did everything in my power to get out that hospital as quick as I could.
Right, you did.
Because everything was pretty much already lined up with the Airbnb and
Right.
the rental car. So only thing was left for me to do is to make it.
Right.
So I said, well, and I thought about, you know, my medication as well. I was like, well, I can't drive and be medicated at the same time.
Right.
So I had to come down here under pain without
Without
medicating myself.
medication. Oh my God.
And the crazy part about it, it's some divine stuff going on here too, because
Right.
I haven't taken no medications at all today.
Wow.
At all. And my leg
You
ain't even
okay?
hurting. My leg
You
is not
talking
even
so
hurting.
calm.
It's not even hurting.
Wow.
Now earlier today I got a little bit dizzy,
Right.
but that's when I got here and I pulled up at a Hardee's and I sat there for a minute. And that was it. But that's pretty much how that went.
Wow.
But I appreciate that.
Wow. You see, that's pure drive. Honestly, that's pure drive. Most people would have gave up and been like, yo, I'm not doing this. Forget this. But that's pure drive. So I'm not gonna keep you too long. I just want to ask you a few questions. Basic question. I'm starting with basic questions. So where are you from?
From Spartanburg, South Carolina, born and raised.
Okay.
And you know, I've lived in other places, but it seemed like I always come back to Spartanburg for some reason.
No place like home.
Yeah.
No place like home.
Yeah.
So, what, like in life, what is your life quote? Like your favorite quote in life, and why?
That's a good one. My favorite quote, and I haven't even actually gave it a long thought. I'll just say that
It could be one that you made up. Like it could be your own quote.
Right.
You're right, and we're gonna get to that too. But it could be your own quote. But just explain to me why, and you know.
well, I kind of took on keeping it 100. Just keeping it 100. And that can consist of, it's broad,
Right.
you know, because you want to be real with people
Right.
in life. That's what makes you stand out.
Right.
just being real on any level that you can be.
And authentic.
Right. Just being real, keeping it 100. And it's rare nowadays. It's
Right.
very
Right.
rare, you know. But when you find people that keeps it 100
Right.
with you,
Right.
that means the world to that next person.
Exactly.
So
That's true.
keeping it 100 is always, you know, stuck with me
Right.
throughout the years.
I agree on that. Even, you know, sometimes keeping it 100, it may hurt somebody's feelings or something, but I'd rather you keep it 100 with me than to, you know, lie and stuff or withhold something because, I mean, I can't trust you no more. I can't, you know.
Right.
So I can see where you got that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know you write. You also a hip hop artist. So what inspired you to, like what made you decide to start writing and do hip hop? You can explain them together or separate if it's, you know.
Okay. My inspiration came from Tupac Shakur.
Oh,
That's
okay.
where my inspiration
I
came
love
from.
Tupac, right?
I was young, and now me and Grammy Jones,
Okay.
we've been knowing each other since kindergarten.
Wow, you know, honestly, I never knew y'all knew each other that long.
Right.
So he's from Spartanburg as well?
He's from Spartanburg as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So he actually was the one that started rhyming or rapping or whatever.
Wow. Okay.
First, we used to put like the older radio things together. We had one to record and one playing the music.
Okay.
And the one that's recording is recording everything.
Did y'all had the little cassette tape?
We had the cassette
I
tapes.
used to do that.
Yeah.
I used to
And
do
we used
that.
to have to put the cassettes get acting funny. We'd put a little tissue in the little holes to try to keep it playing right. And yeah, we did all of that right there and made music, and it's crazy. I was at my brother's house one day, and me, my brother, one of his homeboys, and we were shooting pool.
Right.
And Grammy put our music inside of the tape player in stereo.
Oh, okay.
And so my brother's homeboy was like, man, who that is? I need to buy that.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So, we used one of Tupac's beats.
Right. Okay.
And I guess he had never heard somebody rapping over a Tupac beat.
Right.
That was kind of bold for somebody to do that.
Yeah, that is very bold.
Yeah, so we did that, and it sounded good. It really did. I can't remember the damn lyric that I put on there.
Oh my God.
But it sounded good, and that's where my inspiration came from, Tupac Shakur. And we started rapping around 13, 14 years old.
Okay.
We started out, we took it serious, but things happen, troubles in life, woes, incarceration, stuff like that, setbacks in life that kind of messed those dreams up at that particular time in my life. So, but I'm still there. My style of music is a lot different from what you hear nowadays.
Right.
And it's just, I just give people what I have.
Right.
And that's it.
That's the way to be. You keeping it 100. That's the way to be.
That's it.
So as for the writing though, like with writing books, and cause I know you write books. You even write children's books too, right?
Yes, I rarely talk about that children's book. It's called The Bird Who Could Not Fly.
Yes.
And I actually had a guy out of D.C. that I had to sit down for 40 days. This happens when I was incarcerated. Yeah, this is my first book, the children's book. I sat down for 40 days, and in the federal system, we have a thing where money is stamps. You have like mailing stamps. That's money. You have like the whole book of stamps, 20 of them, is $10.
What?
That's how it is.
Wait, okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Right. Wait, say that again. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make sure I register it right. I'm sorry. So say that again.
Okay.
So
You
how?
have, like mailing stamps.
Okay.
You have the
The
whole-
regular mailing stamps, like a
regular-
book of stamps.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So 20 of them is $10 cash in the federal system. That's
oh my
how
God!
that is.
Wow.
So I paid the guy 40 of those $10 things. You know what I'm saying? $10 to draw, hand draw. I said I don't want nobody out there on society to, because you can go on computers and do all this.
Right.
I said I want you to hand do this because I want to go page by page and I want to tell you what I want on this page.
Oh my God, for real?
That's what I did. So we sat down.
It's amazing.
And we got it done. We got
Oh
it
my
done.
God.
And yeah, the bird who could not fly.
So the bird who could not fly.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm gonna have to check that out. I don't know if I can ask, but you could tell me a little bit about the bird that cannot fly, or you want to just hold that for them to just read it?
A little bit.
Because it sounds so interesting.
A little bit.
It sounds inspirational to small children. So
Now this bird travels through distant lands, walking on foot. He runs across all kind of winged animals, and, just
so he
bees.
had to try to survive.
He's trying to survive. So everybody he running across,
Oh my God.
he's asking them like for help, like, I need to learn how to fly. Can you
Right.
teach me how to fly? And he's traveling, and it gets a little dangerous too because he runs across a snake. It's a guardian. It's a guardian snake though, and the guardian snake didn't want him to let him pass.
Of course not.
So they had but the bird talked his way through it,
Right.
and the guardian snake let him pass. But this bird was traveling. A wasp helped this bird travel from a long way. I'm gonna say a long way to meet a tiger fairy. This tiger fairy has magical powers.
Okay.
And that's what, it's a journey.
Right.
It's a long journey. And
I
I'll just leave it right there.
I gotta read that book.
Yeah.
Me, I have to read that book because it sounds like it could teach not only children. I know this sounds strange, but even us adults. No, it could teach you something.
Yeah.
You could tell. It's very inspirational. You could tell. So I'm definitely gonna get that book. All right. So, like I said, we're on the set of Cream of the Crop. What was your inspiration to write The Cream of the Crop and then to make it a series?
Okay, that's a good question. But I have to give you some background first before I answer that question.
I appreciate it, yes.
All right. Now, this book right here, Cream of the Crop. All right. Originally, the first Cream of the Crop that I wrote, it was stolen. Somebody stole it.
So that's not the original?
This is not the original. I wrote a whole nother Cream of the Crop, but I was incarcerated. I let a guy read it. We was in lockup. I couldn't get my book back.
Are you serious?
He was an author too. He sent me one of his books and said, check this book out. I'm reading it. I'm like, all right, well, can you help me get published? Because it's kind of difficult to get published when you're incarcerated. You have to go through companies.
Right.
So long story short, he ran off with my book. I've been looking around, like the books, urban books, I haven't seen it.
Right.
But prior to me being released from incarceration, it took me 35 days to write this book.
That's good.
I said to myself, yeah.
See, I
said to
told
myself-
y'all he's very determined.
Yeah.
You're very determined.
I said to myself, you know what? Because everybody loved that book, Cream of the Crop, the first one I wrote. I said, well, you know what? I'm going to write it, but I'm going to make it better.
That's right.
I'm going to make it
That's
better.
right.
And that's what I did. And every day, because I was in lockup
Right.
for 35 days, I wrote that book. And this is what you're seeing right now. You're seeing the book, the soundtrack. And we're going to make it happen.
Yes, we're going to definitely make it happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I must say, the book is very good. The series is going to be very, very So, is it anything else that you're working on that you want to discuss? Like anything else?
No.
No? Okay, he's keeping that for us. But we
It's a time for
appreciate-
everything.
Yeah, but we appreciate you for sharing what you did share with us. And like I said, once again, we appreciate the determination. The book is very good, Cream of the Crop. Be on the lookout for the series. We're putting
Definitely.
in work. We're here. Just be on the lookout. This man has music out. Donald Rice. What's your artist name for your hip hop?
Well, Duke Boy.
Duke
you know
Boy.
What I mean? Duke Boy. Go on Spotify. Deezer. You can go pretty much everywhere where streaming is there. You're gonna find it. And look out for Donna J as well. We did a collaboration also.
Right. We
You know
also
what
did
I'm
a
saying?
collaboration.
And I think it came out pretty good. I mean, I got murdered on there, but I mean,
Oh no,
it came out
I
pretty
wouldn't.
good.
No, I wouldn't say all that. I
Well,
wouldn't
Donna
say
J,
all
she's
that.
a sleeper, y'all. I'm telling you. I wanted to go back and say, nah, let me scratch this verse right here.
No,
put
no,
another verse
no.
on there. But yeah, it was great. You did a great job. That was one of the best collaborations that I did with anyone.
Well, thank you.
I haven't done many female collaborations.
Right.
And that was a great one.
Well, thank you. And that's the name of the song is Seduction.
Seduction.
That's the
Y'all
name of
check
the
that out.
song.
Spotify.
So one day we might make a video. So be on the lookout. All right.
For sure.
It's gonna be dope. So thanks again for coming through, and
All right.
world, be on the lookout.
All right, Donna J.